Hello there, folks. Welcome back to Dating in the Next Chapter. I just want to let everybody know that I do have a technical advisor who is a marriage and family therapist who's really good at her job. And we go back and forth and talk about what our content is. So I think it's really important. And another thing I want to mention, there are other YouTube channels about senior dating. I looked at a couple of them. They're all good, and I think our people, the seniors, need all the information they can get. So I say kudos to all of those folks that put those on. And of course, we're trying to get views here as well. So hopefully our content is something that you all can take advantage of. Anyway, we are dating in the next chapter. The podcast for those of us who've got a few miles on the tires, but still plenty of gas in the tank. I'm your host, Rick O'Shea, and I'm here to tell you, dating after 50, it's not for the faint of heart, but it's worth it. It really is. You don't want to be alone. You don't want to be alone. And if you still got a pulse and a sense of humor, you're already ahead of the game. Now, today we're going to dig in something that I see all the time, and especially from the women out there who are testing the waters about dating again. What's keeping them from taking that leap? Why does online dating feel like window shopping with no checkout lane? We are swiping but not meeting. Why does it feel so dang risky? And the whole thing we've been talking the whole time that we've been doing this is you got to get off the couch, you got to get out and put yourself out there and be available. But before we do that, I want to read an email that we got last week's episode about rejection. This one came from a listener named Julie. So check this out. She wrote, I've been ghosted, as the kids would say, several times since I started trying to date again. I can tell you, it doesn't help your confidence. It's not even like when you were 20, dating for the first time and feeling beautiful. Now, after some years of baggage, and you don't feel secure in your looks, and I'm not sure how to act out confident when you struggle and see anyone else they would see you. But I'd still really like to find someone. I'm a nice person. I'm funny. I think I still have a pretty face, even though it looks a little older. I just need a little advice on how to do this again for the first time in so many years. And thank you. Julie, I just want to say, you nailed what so many people are feeling. And first of all, you do still have a pretty face. You're funny. You're kind. You're showing up. That's what we all have to do. And sometimes it's hard. That already makes you very rare. And for the record, I'll take someone with a few years under their belt over someone with a six-pack abs and no emotional maturity any day. Now let's talk about the risk thing. Back in the day, say you were in your 20s and your 30s, you might have been dating with a purpose. You're building a life. You're chasing your biological clock, looking for a partner to raise kids with. There was a sense of urgency. You had drive. You had motivation. Now, as the years have passed, you've got peace. You've got independence. You've got the thermostat set the way you like it. And someone sliding into your life now, that's not just a romantic decision, it's a whole lifestyle shift. So let's be real. Starting over 50 plus is just about finding love. It's about risking your comfort zone, your routines, and your freedom. And hey, you've earned the freedom. Why shake it up unless the juice is worth the squeeze? But here's the rub. If you never risk it, you might be missing out on something great. Not perfect, not Hollywood, but real. So let's break it down. What's really keeping so many women over 50 from jumping in? Number one is fear of getting hurt again. You've lived through divorce, lived through heartbreak, betrayal, disappointment. You're not naive anymore. You know what it's like to get knocked on your ass. So yeah, you're cautious, and that's smart. But don't let that caution turn you into a cage. Number two, feeling like you're out of practice. Dating apps, ghosting, emojis. It's a new world. You're not alone if you feel like you need to have a translator just to figure out if someone is flirting or just using AI. It's probably AI. But you can learn. Just like you learned how to text, use FaceTime, or program your smart TV eventually. And number three, body language and confidence. Look, none of us look like we did when we were 25. This includes men. Trust me, gravity works the same way on all of us. But confidence isn't about wrinkles. It's about energy. It's about how you carry yourself, smile, make eye contact, be curious. That's sexy at any age. And number four, not wanting to need anyone. Here's the good news and the bad news. You don't need anyone anymore. You're self-sufficient, and that's awesome. But don't confuse not needing someone with not wanting someone. Companionship isn't a weakness, it's connection. And connection makes life sweeter. Now, if you're feeling stuck, here are some tips to help you take that plunge. Start out small. Don't commit. Do dinner and a movie with a stranger. Try coffee. Try a phone call. Keep it low stakes. You're not auditioning for forever. You're just seeing if you enjoy a half hour of conversation. And that's all it is. It's just getting off and starting out. Tip number two, practice confidence, even if you don't feel it. And boy, do I know that. It's easy to get down on yourself, and it's sometimes hard to get back. Confidence isn't a mood, it's a muscle. And like any muscle, you're building and using it. Post a picture, reply to the message. Walk in that room with your head high, even if your stomach is doing cartwheels. Point is, if finding connection with someone special is important to you, you have to keep up taking the steps and action towards that connection. Even when your mind sometimes tries to talk you out of it, like I've had many times, just keep moving toward what you know you really want. Tip three, laugh at absurdity. Don't take yourself too serious. Online dating is weird. You're gonna see shirtless selfies, blurry photos from 1994, and bios that sound like random notes. Just laugh at it. Share it with a friend. Don't take it personally. It's all part of the journey. Tip number four, be clear about what you want. You don't want to settle, but you do have to show up. Keep saying that. Put yourself in the game. Set your boundaries. Know your values. And don't waste time on people who aren't aligned. You've earned that right. So, Julie, thanks for subscribing and writing in. And all the amazing men and women listening, don't sell yourself short. You've got experience, you've got wisdom, you've got your stories and unique things that make you you. And believe me, there's somebody out there who's going to think you're that special individual that you've been looking for. That is it for this episode. Dating in the next chapter. Wishing you courage, laughter, really good cup of coffee, and someone that makes you smile. This is Rick O'Shea. Have a bitchin' day. Take care.